All right, Mr. Torres, tell us where we are and what this is here.
We are in Arroyo Seco. What we're looking at right now is
Arroyo Seco, New Mexico.
Arroyo Seco, New Mexico. We're looking at the sheep herder's trailer. In the days before, there were more modern conveniences or ways for sheep herders to get back and forth to the ranch. What they used to do is they'd have to sleep in the middle of the sheep, so that you'd have these great flocks of sheep that would be lambed during the lambing season, and he would have to get up in the middle of the night to make sure everything was okay. But what people would do is they would use these travel trailers and fit them so that they could be utilitarian, so they'd be functional. And
all right,
so they
let's go in.
They would put a little stove right near the door, and behind the stove over here, where you see the box over here, this is where they would put the lambs when they were born in the middle of the night. That way the lambs could keep warm.
Oh yeah?
Without freezing to death. And it's kind of fun to see that this is a little bit more modern than the things that I'm used to. If you sweep around this way, you're going to see that there is a bed over here, and on that tiny little, what I would call a twin bed right now, 2 fully grown men would sleep.
Oh yeah?
For as long as 3 months next to each other, and often without bathing.
Oh God!
But that was, there was nothing glamorous about the conquest of northern New Mexico at all. It had a lot to do with devotion and dedication to your job, and sometimes maybe the sheep herder would be allowed to go home to his wife once a year, and for a conjugal visit, I guess you've called it.
Oh no!
But that's what they used to do.
And what is this done here? Is that like a refrigerator or something?
This is a refrigerator. No, this is an ice box. They didn't have refrigeration, but you'd put the block of ice at the bottom, do you see? And that would keep everything warm. And of course, what you could do is if you milk the cow right on the range, you could milk the cow and then you could store it over here. So the diet subsisted mainly on things that they had around the ranch, wild turnips, or wild parsley, things like this, and then fresh meat from the cows and the sheep.
Wow, great. Let's open up this cabinet. I just want to see what's inside there. Absolutely nothing, but look at these little drawers.
Are those fun?
Where do they just put little trinkets and so on in here?
This would be for salt, for pepper, for flour, little things like this.
And then just...
and that's the only wardrobe that the man had.
Oh! And look at one hanger's been left in here.
Don't you realize?
Yeah, and there's even a little skylight right up here to let some... So, yeah, it's very cramped in here. I can't believe 2 guys had to share this.
It could be romantic, I suppose.
Yeah. All right.
Did you see the screen door? This is a homemade screen door.
Why don't you...
You never see a screen door this now.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
So it's kind of fun to see that things like these were made to be functional.
And also there's a picture of Jesus here hanging on the...
There you go, of course.
And there's writing on the back. Can we just take a look at it real quickly? We'll put it back. What does it say?
Como un bendito recuerdo de estos benditos días, 1000 veces bendito sea a su santo nombre por toda la eternidad. Padre eterno, ten piedad de nosotros. Jesus Zavala Guzman was the name of the man who wrote this in 1988. My goodness.
Yeah.
So he was probably a Mexican who was the sheep herder.
Wow.
So his name would have been Jesus Zavala Guzman.
Wow.
San Nicolas. My goodness.
All right. Thanks for the introduction.